And as a consequence of that, we've lost some time in the match already. Kent have decided to bowl first. Mitch Claydon will take the new ball from the Nackington Road end. Oh, nice, gentle offering on the hip. First ball.
Afternoon, Budge. Yes, afternoon, everybody. And
he's got him this time. Had a little juggle at it, but Blake, those hands still ringing from the previous delivery.
Full of length, just a half shot from Stephen Davis, and despite the juggle, it was struck firmly. Somerset lose their first wicket. They're 4 for 1.
Peter Trigo is the new batsman for Somerset. Oh, that's fiercely struck. Wonderful timing. Cracked away, that'll be 4. Got him! Oh, he did stand the seam up, and it did nip back.
Are so pleased with the overseas acquisition of Matt Henry. This one, 17 for 2.
James Hildreth. Sweetly timed. So sweetly timed that it... No ball, free hit. Fast bowler's nightmare.
Gone up in the air, there's a man underneath. And he lets it drop. Well, of course, it's the free hit. Short ball put away. Looking good, and it is plumb.
James Hildreth, in fine form. Nipping back down the hill here at the Nackington Road end. Big wicket for Kent. James Hildreth falls for 12. Somerset 44 for 3. Matt Renshaw, the new batsman for Somerset. Overseas pro.
They then go to seam up because it's a little safer, and that is a good catch. Good return catch, and again more seam movement.
Ball stops in the surface. He tries to play it into the leg side, gets a leading edge. The Trigo just 25 from 44, 56 for 4.
Tom Banton, very talented young cricketer, young batsman. We saw him in the Under-19 World Cup. Aggression and just enough elevation.
Oh, catch! In the air! So, third umpire Martin Saggers needs to see conclusive proof that the ball has hit the ground. Oh, and Darren Stevens has done his very best. Tom Banton has to go, yet another batsman. Lewis Gregory is the new batsman. Not positive. Positive in terms of the footwork. Oh, that's really good. Just forcing Stevens into an error of length. Punch that up the hill for 4. The off stump of the left-hander, but that is an absolutely magnificent strike from Lewis Gregory. Oh, he's gone over the top again. This is brilliant from Gregory. Really good. Stevens, for the first time, has no answer.
Just a little short. We haven't seen that from Darren Stevens really throughout this spell.
So I arrived out in the Big Bash.
Well, he's got plenty of it, enough of it, importantly. Deep Square was interested just for a moment.
Stansted up to Edinburgh for a 40-over game it was back then.
Lovely control to the shot. Didn't try and hit it too hard. Mid-off was up, long on is out.
And not the nicest welcome to the game for Joe Denley. Lovely. And that's 50 for Matt Renshaw. Nicely placed. Dab through the offside, brings him to his half century, his second in the competition. Excellent addition down at Taunton, and this 51 comes from 53 deliveries. It's gone high in the air, opportunity down at third man, will it reach? Just falling short. Oh, and they're going to get bonus runs. A fairly streaky way to get to your 50. for Lewis Gregory, but he won't care. And it's back-to-back 50s for Lewis Gregory. 51 not out in as many balls. Gone. Renshaw just trying to be a little bit too delicate, didn't come off the pitch, and the 6th Somerset wicket falls.
Yeah, it just looks like he might have just rolled his wrist of it. The pace didn't come on the way he was hoping for. He got into the right position, but just didn't get the momentum on the ball.
V.D. Murphy, the new batsman. Great catch, wonderful catch. And we won't see the best of Van der Merwe today. The situation changes once more for Somerset.
Well, Van der Merwe hadn't had time to adjust to the pace of the wicket, hitting on the up.
End of the over, 34 gone, Somerset 172 for 7.
Oh, bowled in, pull and straight, that is a big wicket. Gregory had played really well.
Have to imagine that Gregory, a man who's got them to 184 for 8, has had to depart for 60.
Jamie Overton, faster of the Overton brothers, is in at the crease. Oh, has that gone straight up? Has he got enough of it? He has. That is an excellent shot. Straight down the ground. 6 to finish that over. 12 from it. 201 for 8. That is an excellent shot. That is really clubbed over extra cover. Ramp shot hasn't been that successful for anyone today. Simple catch for Sam Billings.
Jamie Overton trying to get cute. Not getting enough momentum off the pitch onto the bat, and Sam Billings completes. Goes for 7, and Somerset at 209.
Oh, just an uppercut, really. It sat in the surface. That is a brilliant shot. Yeah. Chance of the run out, misses the stumps. It's about the first thing he's done wrong. It'll only cost him another run. Sam Billings sweeps up the rest, which wasn't surprising. There's been a lot of rain. It's been pretty dank out there right the way throughout the innings. Bowlers have now done their job. They'll hand it over to the batsman.
Somerset will think to themselves, 221 for 9, given that they were 65 for 5, represents something that they can work with in the second half of this game. Innings reduced to 42 overs aside. 221 for 9 represents something that they can deal with. Renshaw with 56. Lewis Gregory with a very busy and industrious 60 from 61 deliveries, have given the visitors a chance.
Not a bad pitch for a seamer to bowl on. Mitch Claydon and Matt Henry started off proceedings. Henry was excellent. 9 overs, 3 for 37 for him. A brilliant last over as well. Haggett and Stevens were miserly in the middle overs. Podmore was 7 overs, 0 for 61. Joe Denley just the 1 over from the part-time leg spin. So Kent need 222 to win from here. 42 overs it is, 5.29 runs per over. The ever-present huddle has just finished. Somerset are going to have to be very good with the ball. Daniel Bell-Drummond. Looks like he's got a new opening partner in Heino Kuhn at the other end already this year. Promising young player Zach Crawley. Missed out on this game. Lewis Gregory starts with a leg side wide. Oh, brilliant bit of bowling. That is an excellent length. He's trapped on the crease. That is the start they needed.
Peg this team back, maybe slight away movement. Daniel Bell-Drummond falls in the first over for naught. Kent 1 for 1.
Very experienced Joe Denley, 150 not out. Oh, slips it down the leg side. Well, that's leg by. The umpire's set to do the leg by. That's an excellent shot. Wasn't that bad a ball, just a hint of width. Well, again, another brilliant bit of batting. It wasn't that bad a ball, just a fraction short. He's quick onto that. Oh, down the ground this time off the front foot. Oh, that is a release ball. Short, wide at that pace is going to get smashed.
Should be four. Fine leg up inside the circle. Neatly played and just slightly errant in line from Lewis Gregory. The grimace tells you all you need to know. Oh, beautifully timed. Denley's just lent on that one. It'll race across those used pitches, clatter into the boundary.
Eventually, I'll be all right if you stop bowling there. Anyway, that's exactly where Denley wants it.
Streaky outside edge, but it's going to go all the way. There was a slip in.
Footwork has looked really positive. Looks like a man in form. And so does that. Magnificent.